and welcome to Shay's Gaming Corner. We are doing episode 1, part 2, strategy for the game that we're looking at, which is Time's Up by R&R Games Incorporated. It's a great game. Strategy, I recommend 2 strategies for this game.
Okay, let's hear it.
The first one is that you start pantomiming in round 1. So if you recall from our first video, or if you didn't see it, the ones that we used are Weird Al Yankovic and Criss Angel. We could also do a different one if you want.
We can stick with Weird Al Yankovic. I was just seeing if I had a fun one. Okay.
But in Weird Al Yankovic, the clue that Jeremy gave was that he did an Anakin Skywalker song. So I have no idea what he did. That was
Carry it.
But the point is, he said Anakin, and he was planning on using a lightsaber for round 3, or something that could have come up. So in round 1, what he should have done is said Anakin and started doing the lightsaber movement. That way, it would be more of a clue.
So I will contest slightly. The problem is everyone else at the table gets to see me give that clue too, and then whoever gets that card can totes steal my idea for round 3.
They can.
Which is hard. So the hard part is balancing that. I'm not saying it's a bad strategy. I'm just pointing out that you got to be aware of all that going on. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. But I recommend pantomiming at least starting in round 2.
Especially with the super hard clues. There are some cards that are just like you look at it and you're so like Criss Angel as a for instance. Like I'm just thinking like what am I going to do in round 3 for Criss Angel? And I'm like, sure. So but you can't say Angel in either of the early rounds.
No, but you could do Heavenly. His surname is Heavenly.
Sure,
you could something.
Oh yeah, something like that. My point is like you kind of some of the ones you can kind of just look at and be like, man, that's going to be really terrible in round 3 if I don't kind of like lead myself there a little bit.
So that's the first strategy. The second strategy is watch how much you drink. A big part of this game is remembering the previous rounds, and as it turns out, the more you drink, the less you remember.
What?
Who knew? So,
or drink a lot because then it's funny.
Or drink a lot. One of the two. There's drink a little or a lot. No middle ground there. So
you can tell what our parties are like.
It's fun for the person drinking, and it's fun for everyone else at the table, except for their teammate, if their teammate's competitive.
Yeah, and something I will say is it's not just the drinking thing. As the host, it is intelligent for you to think about that when you're pairing people up. Not just the drinking, but how competitive they are. So, Katie and I are both really competitive. It's also really unfair for a couple to be on a team together in Time's Up. It's just like Taboo or Charades. Like, it's just super unfair. So, Katie and I never get to be on a team because it's just super unfair. So, if we're like sitting around the table, one of the things Katie and I try to do is try to make sure that like people that are super competitive, like us, aren't on the same team as someone who either doesn't care or is super drunk, or is just there to have fun. And then we put those people on teams together because then they're just gonna have fun. I have seen teams, I literally saw a team. So a winning score for this game is something like in the 30s or 40s.
Yeah.
Pretty commonly. I have seen a team get single digit points like multiple times. We played this game multiple times over the course of the evening. That team got like single digit points multiple times, and I think they had more fun than any of the rest of us because both of them were just like having a blast. Neither of them cared if they won. One of them was super drunk, and they were just having fun. They just didn't care.
Wasn't even drunk. She just didn't know anybody's name.
Well, yeah, that was the sober one. The sober one just didn't apparently know anything about history or pop culture at all.
She did get Isaac Newton.
She did get Isaac Newton. But anyways. Sorry, that's kind of an inside joke. But the point of the matter is that those people can have a lot of fun on a team together, even if they're not winning. But if we'd taken either of those people and paired them up with, say, Katie, as a for instance, Katie would have been yelling at them to get their act together, and they would have been super frustrated because they just want to have fun and just have a good time, and who cares if we win?
Right, at the very least, I'm frustrated because they still may not care.
They still may not care, but at least one person on the team is super frustrated. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to like agonize over exactly who's going to be on a team together. But if you see 2 people like teaming up, and one of them's like stone sober and super competitive, and the other one's like tipsy and never cares if they win anyway, you might be like, maybe you guys maybe play a different team, maybe, unless they're trying to hook up. In which case, encourage them to be on a team together. Whatever, I don't care. So.
People also pick their teams a lot, which is also totes fine.
Yeah, that's totes fine. But like if you're introducing the game to your group of friends and you want them to have a good time, it's something to bear in mind.
Right. All right. So do you have any other strategies for this game? I mean, it's a pretty simple game.
It's a party game, so there's not a lot. But I think those 2 are good. Like think about the teams, the composition of the teams a little bit, and think about the later rounds in the earlier rounds.
So if you have any strategies of your own or any thoughts or feelings of the game, please let us know in the comments below. And also remember to like and subscribe.